Hi guys, Dave Dog back here for a new year in our Road to Glory save with Bradford Park Avenue. It's 2034 in game, so we're 9 years on. We're going to start off with transfers. We've got a central defender in, a good player. Tim Russell came in just after the last game in the FA Trophy against Scunthorpe. 23 years old, no nonsense centre back, 6'4", jumping reach 15, heading 10. 4-star and a potential of 4.5, and he's really hit the ground running. He's the player that we've been needed. We had to sign him as a star player. £500 a week he's on. So let's see how we've been doing then. We've played about 5 games, I think it is, since that cup tie against Scunthorpe. So here we go then. Next game was home to Altrincham. Altrincham 15th, so just below us in the table. And a 3-1 win it was. Walters opening the scoring on 11 minutes, them replying on 28. Straight after that, Berlin gave us the lead again to make it 2-1 at half time. We got a further goal from Take Trusty in the 62nd minute, and it was a comfortable-ish 3-1 win. Next game was away to Newport, 2-2 this one. Tim Russell opening his account for us. He's very handy at corners. King floated the corner over and he was there at the back post to nod it in on 11 minutes. They then took the lead with goals in the 37th and a penalty, one of them dodgy ones, in the 45th. But King got on the score sheet on 73 to give us a point in that one. Probably on the balance of play, we didn't really deserve that point. Then we went away to Orient, 4th in the table, so in the playoffs when we played them. They've dropped down a couple of places since then. We got beat 2-1. We went in pretty defensive to start with and it didn't really work. Their winger Morris was the main man, scoring on 17 and 41 minutes. We went a bit more attacking in the second half and got a goal back late on from Keenley side, his first goal of the season. There's been going on in the news about when is Keenley side going to score. Gray came on a sub and put him a great ball across and Keenley side headed it in. But we couldn't get anything from that game and probably didn't deserve anything either. A pretty poor performance, although 2-1 against the side up in the playoffs. Away from home wasn't too bad overall, but the performance-wise, not good first half. That's where we lost it. We then played Kettering at home, a comfortable 2-0 win against a team that was around us in the table. Sam Fielding on the score sheet, it came to him at the edge of the box. He headed it. And a defender jumped up to try head it, missed it in front of the keeper. The keeper missed it and it went in. Pretty bizarre goal that opened the scoring for us. And then Luke Gray on 84 minutes, tapping in at the far post from Trusty's cross. Trusty came on as a sub on this one and gained the Man of the Match award. Better performance in that one, 2-0. And the last 2 games we've looked really solid defensively. We've got Russell and Cull partnering here. We've had Russell and Higby being able to rotate the defenders now that we've got a bit more strength in depth. The only other problem is the fullbacks. We haven't really got good fullbacks to come in. And the last game we played was away to Port Vale. They're in the relegation zone. We were away. Our away form is not fantastic at all. We went into this one a little bit more positive in pushing the wingers on. We left out all the jaded players. It was a 4-4-2. Vicente getting a game on the left, but he didn't take his chance. Substituted off at 6.5. Adam Malachi came in at left back. That is the problem we have in there. We haven't got a real backup for Brian at left back. Adam Malachi came in and kept him on because, again, we don't really have anybody else to put in there. We haven't got a third sort of left back. And 6.2. That is somewhere we're going to have to strengthen. King having a good game at 6.8. The midfield duo of Colwell and Hockney. Hockney, he played quite well, but he went off later on with an injury and he misses today's game. Not quite fit enough to play. We had Walters, who's really gone off the boil. He's still our top scorer. It was Keenley side who got on the score sheet. He has been missing chances galore this season, but Banks got a cross in and Keenley side got up at the far post to head in the equaliser on 76 minutes. Pretty even game, although they had the better chances. So let's see how we're doing in the table then after those. And we are 13th, 37 points from our 28 games. 2 points behind Worthing and Kettering above us. But a big 11 points away from the playoffs. I think that's going to be out of reach this season. We've just got to be careful that we don't get sucked into a relegation fight. There's Port Vale, 28 points, so we're 9 points clear of that at the moment. It's going to be another nothing season of establishing ourselves in the National League, I think, unless we can get some good players in who can score goals regularly, create goals, and stop goals going in, especially when we're playing away from home. So let's see how we're lining up today against AFC Telford. After that one, we're going to have the cup game against Dartford. So we line up today against Telford with probably our strongest side. We've just got one player who's needing a rest, Trevon Bryan at left back. Everybody else rested in the Port Vale game and back into the team then. We've got Macaulay in goal, King at right back, Bryan left back, and new signing Russell, partner in Higby. Russell's moved to the left side now and played there against Port Vale and played a little bit better. We're trying something different. We're having Cull in at half-back to make a 5 there when we're defending. Henderson comes back in as an advanced playmaker with Trusty on the left and Banks on the right. Up front, we've got our top strikers, Berlin and Walters, although Walters' form recently has been pretty poor. Let's hope he can get back to it today. We're going in cautious to start with. Just outside the playoffs, Telford, they've just moved out recently. On the bench then, we've got Sam Fielding, Adam Malachi, Colwill, Keenlyside and Luke Gray. So let's start this game then and see if we can get back on winning ways. So the pre-match team talk today, I'm going to go against Gianluca's suggestion. We're going to go with recent form standings as Telford in 18th place while we're 8th. Let's show them why. Point the finger and say that, and that's motivated several players there. We're playing with our half-back Cull, making up a 5 in the defence when we're defending, and Telford coming with a standard 4-2-3-1. Let's kick off then, skip the formalities and get straight into this game. And they are the favourites, of course. I say of course, I don't know why. They're in poor form, but the bookies seem to suggest, probably due to league position, that Telford in 8th place in the table, just outside the playoffs, are the favourites. And we've got an attack going here. Banks plays it all the way out to Cull, puts it into the box. A bit of a scramble there, and it's gone for a corner. Can King float this one to the back post for Russell to head in? That's the plan. Can he get it up there? He does. Russell's up, but their defender Watmow clears it. Walters is back in form, bangs that one in from the edge of the box. Cull knocked it out to him, and we're 1-0 up after 17 minutes on the clock. King knocks it to the back door. Doesn't work the plan, but Cull knocks it back. Walters, first time left footer into the top corner. What a strike. What a way to get back on form. And hopefully he can now get back on a scoring run and get those 20 goals for the season. I think that was his 14th of the season. Disappointing crowd for this game. Only about 1170 tickets sold for a big game in the first match of 2025. Then it's 2033, something like that, 2034. And disappointing crowd, to say we're playing one of the playoff teams. And Telford not a shot on target yet. We've had 2 on target and we're leading 1-0 as it comes up to half time. Going to go against Gianluca again. I'm going to go with we're ahead on the scoreboard and certainly deserve to be given how much we've created, so I'm pleased. Let's praise them for that. And look at that, all the green. Chuffed, extremely delighted, very happy. Let's hope that transfers into the performance. Half-time sub, as usual, by the AI. JB comes on in a defensive midfield position, but it's first highlight to us. Bryan throws in Trusty. Bryan with the left-footed cross. Banks is at the back door, but the keeper pushes it out. And it's a breakaway here from Telford. Williams running straight through the middle. A pass to Macaulay, that one. If they shoot like that, that's their first shot on target. And if they shoot like that, we won't have any problem. Look at the momentum graph. It's been all us, but it's only 1-0. Whilst it's that, they've got the chance to get back in it, but not many highlights. We're getting up to 66 minutes. Let's see if we can make some changes. 6.5 for Higby, so we'll make a change there. We're going to bring Adam Malachi on for Higby, and we're going to swap Russell and Malachi over because he's a left-sided player. We'll just make that one change for now. Let's see if we can keep them out, but it's a free kick to Telford. Muir some way out. We've got a 5-man wall. Muir hits it up, hits a post, and what do you know? Bounces straight back to their player who taps it in. Always say that happens for the opposition, doesn't happen for your team all that often. Look at that, hits the post, bounces straight back to Edwards, who equalises the scores. So let's encourage. We need to get back in this. Look at this, we've dominated this game. And it's another free kick for Muir, and this one misses the target. So, bit fortuitous with their equalising goal. Let's see if we can make some changes. Berlin 6.6, we could possibly change him. We're going to bring Keenlyside on for Berlin. I'm going to bring Luke Gray on, and we're going to push him forward. Slight change. All 3 subs on now. Last 10 minutes or so. Can we win this? Let's see if we can demand more. And point won't be a bad result, but saying how much we've dominated apart from the last towards the end of the game, it looks like it's going to be a draw. Yeah, 5 shots on target for them. We only had 2 shots on target, so can't complain about the result. Look at the XG, more or less the same. After leading and playing well in the first half, we just didn't quite play as well in the second half. George Walters, though, on the score sheet, that's a positive, and getting the man of the match. Good performances from Cull, so that might be a position for him to play that defensive midfielder half-back role. Henderson coming in and playing his usual self. Can't complain overall. Given the first half, we could have won that one. So after that result, Telford remain outside the playoffs, and we are 13th, 10 points away from the playoffs and 10 points above the drop zone, and Port Vale in that last position. So drawing games, we've got to start winning some, but at the moment we're pretty safe in mid-table. So it's on to the FA Trophy 4th round game away at Dartford. Before we go on to the Dartford game, the latest bit of transfer news, we've got none other than current real-life manager of the Avenue, Craig Elliott, is now our director of football. He's now 55 years old. He's said he wants to step back from direct team involvement, and he's our new director of football with a 2.5-year contract at £375 a week. Let's hope he finds us some decent signings so we can push on and move out of this league and into the Football League. Good on you, Craig. Welcome aboard. So more transfer news in Seth Lampton, the 21-year-old centre-back we were trying to get on loan from Sheffield Wednesday. Second time we've had a loan offer from Sheffield Wednesday accepted, but the player has rejected again. Can't blame him really, but I thought we might get it through this time. He is a current regular in their team. Why they want to loan him out, I don't know, but he's not coming to us, so we're going to remove him from the shortlist and we won't be getting Seth Lampton. So the team to face Dartford, we're going to take a big risk here. We've got several players who are wanting a rest, but we're going to keep them in. Hopefully we can get in front and make some subs, but Higby, Bryan, Cull, Henderson and Berlin all wanting a rest. We're going to take the chance. We're going to keep the same team that played so well and should have won against Telford. So it's Macaulay in goal, King right back, Higby and Russell in the centre, Bryan at left back, Cull playing a half back, making that 5-man defence when we're defending. Henderson is the advanced playmaker. On the flanks we've got Banks on the right. The only difference is in this game we're playing positive, and those two, Banks and Trusty, are going to be attacking, and it's Walters who's found his form again in the last game. Let's hope he can keep going, and he's partnered by Berlin and they've got a good partnership going there. On the bench then, same bench, Fielding, Adam Malachi, Colwill, Keenly side and Luke Gray. So let's get into the game and submit the team. So once again with the team talk, we're going against Gianluca. We're going to say, enjoy the match, go out and play your own game. And point finger and say that. No effect, apart from Walters inspired. That's what we need, our top scorer to be inspired and score us a few goals. So into the game then. Bradford, also a 4-4-2. They're in really good form. They've won 4 of their last 5 games and are in much better form than us. Just in the last playoff spot in National League South. Bookies have them slight favourites. First highlight to us. King knocks it up to the back post, but headed away by their striker. Banks picks up, goes past his man, knocks it back in again. Walters is there, just over the bar. And Walters is looking a lot more livelier than he was previously. I think that happens in the game. Your striker goes off form for 5 or 6 games and you can't score goals. Let's hope that's Trusty takes it off the winger there. Let's hope that spell has gone. Plays it inside to Walters. Walters through the middle. Berlin, was he onside? He scored. Was he onside? Liner's running back. No, he wasn't offside. And we've taken the lead in the 11th minute. Break down the middle. And it's Berlin. Long time since he scored as well. Trusty from our own half. Played it inside to Walters. Walters found the run of Berlin. Just onside and finishes with aplomb there. Marriott, the keeper, falling over, and looked like he could have stopped that, but we're in control here. Look at the momentum. We're in control. 2 shots, 1 on target. Nothing at all for Bradford yet, and possession to us as well. 65%, and showing the bookies up, but it's only 1-0, and it's coming back here. Bradford, Lindsay on the back post, but well over the bar and let off there. Let's have a shout and encourage. Just keep them going. And maybe we found something here with Cole playing in this half-back role. Knocks it up. Berlin to Walters. Walters to Trusty. Can he get by his man? He can. Praise it in. Walters, but don't know whether that our defender that passed it back there. Back pass, ref. Should be a free kick. Maybe it was Walters under pressure from the defender that just knocked it to their keeper. It's only 1-0 though. We had this good first half against Telford, and was only leading 1-0. We don't want to see that again. So let's keep them out and keep it going. We need this second goal. Keep them under pressure, but they're coming back here. Leverington shoots well wide, and if they shoot like that, we'll be okay. But they've just come back into the game towards the half-time interval. They've had nothing on target. On saying that, we've only had 1 on target. So it's a pretty tight game, although we've had 59% possession. See if we can finish this game. I think we're doing well. If we find another gear, yes, I can agree with this one this time. Can we pump fists? And confidence for Trusty and Berlin. Start the second half. Obviously it's raining. We've got to get this momentum back, and we don't want a game like we had against Telford where they came into it. Nothing happening so far. They've still had no shots on target from the 6, and we've only had 1. So midfield's dominating in this game. Trustees looks like he's given everything. We're on 68 minutes. We've got the momentum back, and no highlights so far. A lot of tired players. Who's not playing so well? Henderson at 6.6. Do we take him off? How's he doing for fitness? Not too bad. I'm going to leave him on for a little while. Let's just give it 5 or 10 minutes more. Can we have a shout? It's a corner to them, up to the back door. We've cleared it out, and Walters picks up in the centre, knocks it into space. Why don't you just keep hold of it? Let's demand more. They won't like that probably, but we're hanging on to this 1-0 lead, and McConnell's going round in circles here. We're pushing out. Look at us moving that defence up there. We're just going to get a ball over the top here, aren't we? You can see it coming. Gomez to Turner. Turner to Gomez. Oh, he's got through and he's equalised. Missed tackle there. Don't know who it was. Was it Cull? Bradford draw level. Let's just have a look at this replay again. He skipped past our player there. We should have tackled him. Who is it? Where is it? This one here, Gomez. It's Russell, isn't it? Russell, I think that was. No, Higby. It was Higby. Missed the tackle and Gomez equalises. We're going to make some changes now. We've been hanging on to this 1-0 lead, just as we did against Telford. Harvey Cole at 6.6, Henderson 6.6 and Cole 6.6. Let's put Colwell in, not as a half-back. I'm going to put him in as a 4-4-2. Change that. Watch this happen now. We'll be wide open now. Henderson's on support. We're going to take him off. No, we're going to keep him on. We're going to keep Henderson on. Let's move him forward a little bit. Plays better moving forward. Advanced playmaker on attack. I'm just going to make that 1 for now. We'll see how Henderson does when we move him forward. And last 15 minutes plus added time. But it's Bradford with the ball. Bowers, get him tackled. Turner, Kamara plays it through. And, ooh, he's missed there. Should really have been on target. Should have scored there. We got a let off. It's our kick. That's a funny kick. Out to Brian. Not seen that one before. Colwell puts it through to Henderson. Walters, Berlin out to Trusty. Trusty's beating his man. Can he get a decent ball in here? Yes, Berlin, but it's deflected wide. Berlin could have had his second there. And we've got the corner. King with the corner. Can Russell get in at the back door here? He's up there, but the keeper's got it. Marriott picks it out of the air, and it's not going to be from that corner. 80 minutes. Let's just see this highlight first. Corley kicking it out. Nodded on by Berlin. Henderson to Walters to Trusty. Trusty's got the beating of this full-back. Decent ball in, and it's Banks at the back door. And he makes it 2-1. Banks off the underside of the bar. Counter-attack. And 10 minutes, 9 minutes plus added time. Henderson, Walters, Trusty crosses it in and avoids Henderson, who goes down. But it's Banks free at the back door. Slots it in and gives us the lead again. Let's make some changes again. There's nobody playing badly. Macaulay's the lowest mark at 6.7. Don't want to shut up shop, so that's just going to invite problems. No, I'm not going to change anything. We'll keep it the same. Here we go. Highlight straight away. Bradford going to come back again. Get closer to them. Bowers. Stop him. Stop him. Not by giving a penalty away either. Bowers knocks it back. Seelick, and he's missed. Or did he hit the post? He hit the post. They're missing some chances at Bradford. And we're breaking away again. We're on the counter again. Berlin's holding it up. Hold it up. Don't give them the ball. And he does in the end. Gives it to the full-back, who plays it back to the keeper. Seelick wins the ball. Gomez. Stop him. Get him. Close him down. Lindsay. Oh, he should have scored again. They're playing with us here. Straight into Macaulay's arms. They've got the momentum. We're going to have to change something here. We've got to make some changes. We must be getting tired here now. Let's change the two wingers. We're going to bring Keenlyside on the left. And we're going to bring Luke Gray on the right. And we're going to keep Gray on attack, but we're going to put Keenlyside on support. We're going to move Henderson into the middle as an advanced playmaker. I'm not going to drop back from positive. Just see a few minutes and then we'll go to our time seeing out mode. So can we get to that? 90 minutes just about. So we change to waste time. Not waste time. Yes, waste time. So we're going on to time wasting. We're going to move the tempo down. We're going to go to disciplined. And that is how we see time out usually. If we can keep them out. Can we keep them out? Let's demand more. Come on, keep them out. Don't give them any room. Russell was getting in there. That's over the top. Higby heads it back. It's going to go straight back to them, isn't it? Brought it down there. Keep the ball. Over the top. Kamara's run away. And Bowers, was he offside? What happened there? Macaulay, did he pat that down to him or did he cross that in and head it? They've got back in the game. Let's have a look. Rob plays this ball through. Nobody's marking Kamara. Just let him run. No, he missed the cross, did Macaulay, and Bowers heads in. Nobody marking him. 2-2. Terrible let them men run there. And who was it? King and Higby. Because they're tired, isn't it? It's because they're tired and I didn't change them. 2-2, 4 minutes to go. We're going to take off the time wasting now. We keep the lower tempo, but we'll go to more expressive. Don't know what happens here. Is it penalties? But it's going to be 2-2 at the end. Yep, it's penalties. We really should have won this game. Again, running out of steam and losing the game in the second half. We were well on top in the first half and the beginning of the second. And we're going to have Walters on the 5th. And the rest can sort themselves out if it doesn't go to that. Team talk. Stay calm. Back yourselves. We'll be fine. So let's see how this penalty shootout. We usually go quite well on these. It's Lindsay with the first penalty for Dartford. And they're going to open the scoring. Certainly, Macaulay goes the wrong way. And it's 1-0 to Dartford. Here's King, our regular penalty taker, free kick taker. He takes everything. Corners. Here, up he comes. Smashes it down the middle. So it's 1-1. Dartford with a second penalty. Hegarty. Don't know what ratings their penalty takers are. Probably not much better than ours. Hegarty smashes it in. It's 2-1. Next one up, Berlin. Goal scorer in the game. And can he bring us level? 2-2. Yep, smashes it in. Keeper's having no chances with these penalties. It's Turner for Dartford to make it 3-2. Good penalties so far, and another good penalty. Macaulay going the wrong way, but he smashes it in. Probably wouldn't have saved it even if it had gone the right way. Keenly side. This could be a dodgy one. Runs up, smashes it. Confident. No messing. Lane Keenly side makes it 3-3. Here's Kamara. He's going to run straight up. Takes it. Macaulay keeps going the wrong way for these penalties. We're not having a chance. Here's Henderson, confident Henderson. Puts his arm up. Yes, keeper went right way and he's berating the keeper there, thinking he's got it. But it's 4-4. Good penalties so far. Here's Bowers. Oh, Macaulay nearly got that one, but he belted it. And 5-4. The last penalty. Walters. Is he going to make it 5-5 and put it into sudden death? Been good penalty so far. And it's just set up in it. He's not been in good form until recently. Left foot, but that one, no stopping that. Belts it in. So we're on to sudden death now. The non-penalty takers as such. And this is Gomez. Left foot, belts it in. Bottom corner. Macaulay again going the wrong way. He's not got anywhere near any of these. Oh, he did, but one belted. He belted it that hard. He couldn't get his hand to it. And it's Russell, centre back, is the 6th penalty taker. Russell steps up, belts it in the middle, and the keepers are having no chance with any of these. We could go through all the team. And this is Santiago for Dartford. Left foot again. Macaulay dives out of the way. It could be about 12-11 this. Who's going to be our 7th penalty taker? It's Higby. Centre backs taking the penalties. Here comes Higby. Can he score? As the rain pours down. Yep, keepers are diving out of the way. Most of them are going in the middle, the penalties. Here's Seelick, striker. Started the game as a striker and then moved out to the wing. Can you save one, Macaulay? Yep, he's diving out of the way. Every time he's going the wrong way, more or less. About 1 out of the 8, I think, he's maybe had a chance with. And our 8th penalty taker is Colwell. Young man. Could be nervous here. Looks like it. He's got his head down. Right foot. Goes in the middle again. Keepers are not getting anywhere near. As I say, it could go on forever this. Here's O'Brien. I don't know what it is. It looks like a centre-back. Left footer. Ooh, a P-roller. That's one Macaulay should have saved, possibly. 9-8. And we get onto our 9th penalty taker. It's going on longer than the game, this. And it's Gray. Gray usually has a good shot. Don't know why he's so down the field. And there he goes, confident, top corner. And no problem, it's their keeper taking the 10th penalty. Come on, Macaulay, save from him. Marriott, no, slides it in the left corner. Macaulay again, going the wrong way. And he's shaking his fist there. Is Macaulay's taking one now? Macaulay, keeper swapping positions. And is Macaulay gonna miss? Yes, he is. Straight into their keeper's hands. Macaulay, and we lose out on the penalties. Who didn't take a penalty? King, Hidby, Russell. Brian didn't take a penalty. Brian should have taken that, not Macaulay. We're out of the FA Trophy. That's it for today. A draw against Dartford, but out on penalties. 10-9. Let's have a look where we're going to come back. We're going to play through unless we get somewhere near the playoffs. So lots of games to play. Unless we get somewhere near the playoffs, we're going to play all these games and come back for Boston away. Hope you've enjoyed this double episode more than I have, because I expected to beat Dartford and still be in the FA Trophy, especially after playing a strengthened team. Hopefully now we've got one game a week for the next 6 weeks or so until we get to the 21st of February, and we can get some better performances for 90 minutes. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Dave Dog for now. Goodbye.